I've already made videos on terrifying villains on TV, however there was one that to me really is truly terrifying and scary, that being the network from Utopia.
Inside?
Yeah. Inside is an extremely deadly variant of Russian influenza. I will take it to a crop duster at Denham Airfield, which I'll fly over a 35 square mile area, releasing the virus onto those below. I will repeat this at 4 other as of yet undisclosed locations all over the world.
Now what makes them so scary is the paranoia that they're always watching everyone. This is done fantastically through the use of cameras, which in the real life, the UK has the most cameras in the Western world. They are essentially part of some of the biggest historical events in Britain, like the bombing of the Lieutenant Colonel Eyre, who was a British Member of Parliament, whose car was bombed by Irish terrorists in the 70s.
The bomb went off shortly before 3 o'clock. The bomb in fact had been placed in Mr. Neve's blue Vauxhall car. Clearly this was a deliberate and well-planned operation.
Also the fact that they are able to make seemingly normal people do anything they want and have agents all around the world. Even the people in power like Jeff, who was the Minister of Health of the United Kingdom. The network's goal is to create a virus known as the Russian flu in order to lower the population via having vaccines which has something which makes 90 to 95% of the population infertile. Lowering the population of the UK and thus, to them, saving the world. So much so, one of the main characters of the show joins the network after listening to their ideology.
I mean, what you're saying, isn't that right?
Right? Sterilising the human race?
1 in 20 will remain fertile.
Shut up!
And because of their convention nature, they make people think they are going to save the world. So much so, even if they are being stabbed and bleeding to death, they will do everything in their power to complete their mission. And the people they have working for them are very, very scary. From Arby, who literally shoots up a school.
Not many. School's over. Got 4 in Geology Club. Janie's got this detention, and I've got a young lad in the gym.
What was that?
And Lee, who just goes into someone's office and kills them with a card. And the way they're able to make people essentially lose their mind is very, very scary. Take for example this guy who follows their mission and eventually does this to his family.
Danny! Leanne!
And of course, the fact they have a plan to kill millions of people, which the only people immune to the disease / virus being the Romani people, who across the world, as of today, are only about 50 million in size. Thus the man who created it, Philip Carville, basically creating a race genocide across the world. Then there's the leader, Milna. She is so skilled and focused on her goal, she kills her husband in order to focus on her mission, and she's able to seamlessly manipulate people throughout Utopia's story, from the 70s all the way to 2013, from convincing the main protagonist that she is a good person by killing someone she employs and thus earning their trust. And then there's the fact she's probably the most powerful person on Earth, and even after she dies, she is still able to be victorious in some way via putting Arby in a coma, essentially keeping the main characters trapped and allowing her work to live on through Wilson. That point brings me to their most terrifying thing. Their ideology. They are able to get people to believe this way via blackmail or giving them power in order to further their goals of saving humanity, even getting the audience to question if they are right or wrong, which in my opinion they are not right, but they still nearly pull it off. And in the show's ending, well, quote unquote ending, it shows their ideology lives on through Wilson, who essentially just replaces Milner and her cruel nature.
There's no reason to kill me, and we both know you need a reason.
And the network lives on. It's still as terrifying as ever. Now they have a much more brighter, younger, somewhat more humane but still cruel leader in Wilson Wilson, who might be able to allow them to achieve their goals permanently.